Pakrom and surrounding communities earmarked for direct impact from the central region's lithium mining project have rejected government's move to slash Ghana's royalty rate from 10% to 5%, describing the decision as a short change. The chiefs, who fear the development could derail long-anticipated community projects, are calling for an immediate suspension of the revised rates and a thorough consultation process. Our Central Regional Correspondent Akosiado reports.
Government's revised agreement on the Ewoya lithium project laid before Parliament reduces the country's royalty rate from 10 to 5%. The move has triggered widespread public debate, but traditional authorities in Ewoya, Pakrom, and other affected communities say they were completely left out of the decision-making process and therefore do not accept the reduction. According to the chiefs, they only learned of a public invitation for stakeholder inputs through a newspaper publication referenced during the training workshop on findings from a resource index dashboard research conducted by Friends of the Nation and the Africa Center for Energy Policy (ACEP) on Wednesday, November 26. Speaking to ChannelOne News, Charles Grant, secretary to the chief of Pakrom, expressed concern that the new rate could undermine expected development projects, since all earlier projections, including compensation agreements, were based on the original 10% royalty.
Personally, I feel very bad about it. We are directly being affected. We should have been informed.
Beyond Ewoya and Pakrom, expected to undergo resettlement, communities such as Krofo, Nankesedo, Anoche, and others will also be affected, with thousands of farmers projected to lose their farmlands. Some residents say their livelihoods are already under pressure even before full-scale mining begins.
In fact, we are very, very worried because you cannot continue doing your work as usual.
The chief of Pakrom, Nana Kwesi Krampa VII, is urging government to halt the revised royalty rate and undertake exhaustive engagement with traditional leaders and community members.
10% now what told them, or about 5. Honestly speaking, senior NGO if we are inviting here now, that difference has been mentioned.
Other community leaders say their primary concern is the assurance of job opportunities linked to the mining operations.
Well, most of the youth are not considering about giving us 10%. What they're expecting is getting a job to do.
Meanwhile, a joint research project by Friends of the Nation and ACEP highlights significant gaps in information flow to residents of the affected areas.
If we have few people within the impact zone of this project believing in the grievance mechanism and even knowing how to file a complaint in the first place, then when a problem comes, that is a recipe for what? For disaster.
For the ChannelOne newsroom, I am Akosiado, Central.